there. Hi guys, I just want to make sure I'm posting this the right way. That it's actually, see if it's actually letting me go live in the Wool and Fiber Arts group. I'll hit the refresh a couple times. Huh. Well, hi Tony. I wonder. Okay, good. Okay, so am I showing up on the Wool and Fiber Arts group, Tony? I'm trying to refresh my, I have my laptop in front of me, and so I'm trying to refresh that to see, it should come up in the feed, but that's going to be probably how I'm able to read any comments. So, well, that's going to be a bummer. Oh, you went to my, oh, am I on my page? Maybe I'm on my page. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm on my page. Eek. Okay. I thought, oh well. Okay. That's okay. We'll just do it this way because I thought that I was going live on the group. Unless hi Margot, unless I get off of the page. So, oh well, never mind. We'll just do it this way, you guys. This works. I'll go back in the group and apologize later for doing it this way. But I was trying to do it. I was messing around. It's been forever. I was actually looking on my laptop to try to see when the last time was that I did like a drum carding type situation, and it was earlier last year. So this year just really zoomed by super fast. Had a lot of things going on, and but this year's going to be different, so I'm excited to jump back into the fiber. I actually have not used my drum carder in a couple of months, so it has been neglected, and I'm going to go ahead and get some use out of it. I guess since I'm on my page and not on the Wool and Fiber Arts page, it's okay to talk about, but I'm going to go ahead and start carding some bats up for the sale this month. I got notice that I was accepted for that, and I believe I'm going to be on the Friday. It runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm going to be on Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm waiting for my wool to come in so I can start dyeing, and it's cold here just like it is everywhere else, that it's probably going to take a while for my order, for the wool to dry once I get it dyed. And I wasn't able to order from the same place that I normally do. I had to order from another place because of the time, and then I see it's going to be at least another week before it comes in. So anyhow, we'll see. I ordered in some Rambouillet, so that'll be nice and different. I've dyed it before, but I haven't had it during my sale. So anyways, okay, well, I was only going to take up about half an hour, so let's get carding. Let me show you what I've done. I did some massive cleaning in, I don't know, December. Was it in December? I think it was even prior to that. Yeah, it is. It is slower. And I'm finding everything is it's just slower, like all over in general. But yeah, so what I kind of don't have a lot of inventory. I was thinking what I do have are bats. I had leftover merino bats from the Flock and Fiber. And most of these I kind of dyed like a semi-solid anyways. And so what I've been doing is pulling these apart and carding them into bats, adding other items in. So for this vat, I pulled off 2 ounces of a braid that looks like this. And then this is BFL. I don't think there's silk in it. This is just BFL. So I pulled an ounce off of BFL, and then I grabbed some silk. I've got like this purpley, super bright violet silk, and then I've got these Wensleydale locks. So I thought this would be a pretty combination. When you look at it like this is for only 4 ounces. It looks like it's a lot more because it's bigger and puffier. But yeah, so I'm gonna card these all together, and then I thought what I would do, because I was going to do a live in the group on my page. I think I'll do a live where I spin that. So we'll see. I'll have to make it up to the Wool and Fiber Art somehow. Who knows? Maybe nobody was planning on watching that over there. I don't know. But anyways, I appreciate you guys being here. It's so nice to see everyone again. I really enjoyed doing these before, and so it's just going to take me a while to get back into the groove. So that's what I'm going to do. But let's get started. I'm put my glasses on because the fiber, I'm so close to the carder that the fiber, I don't want to get any wool in my eyes. So let's see. Sorry about that. Let me see if that looks about right on my laptop. There we go. I was really wanting to use my, I have a new camera, but I haven't quite figured out how to set it up to where I can go live on that. It does have a Bluetooth feature, so I think it's possible, but who knows? So anyways, alrighty, a lot of you guys know this is the carder. A lot of people give them names. I have not named my carder. I don't know why. I just have it. I don't know. But anyhow, it doesn't need a name, I guess, because it's the Brother Extra Wide Motorized Carder. So it is electric. And I do want to mention that it is windy here today. It's in the 40s, but it is really windy. And so when it's windy up here on the mountain, we have a tendency that sometimes the power will go out. So if I go black here and just kind of go dead, that's what's happened. The power probably, somewhere along the line, we had a tree branch fall and take the power out. So we're probably going to be okay. It kind of comes and goes in spurts. So let's get started. I actually turned this on a little earlier to kind of clean off the liquor in drum. And the way I do that is I use my brush and just kind of turn it on, not too fast, kind of slow, and then just kind of brush up like that. But to be honest, I like to kind of have some fiber built up on that because it seems to card better. So I don't mind having fiber, and I'll do that even on my hand crank ones too. So let's get started. We've got that going. This machine has, I don't know if there's 2 motors in there, to be honest, but I think there's 2 switches to power it. So you power the liquor in by one, and then you power the actual big drum. Oops. I usually have this setting on a slow setting, but before I start it. But anyhow, we got it full steam ahead. And then we have this burnishing brush as well. So let's get started and card up some of this merino. The merino, when I dyed it, I was really happy with it. It was nice. But it has been packaged away in some bags in a bin, and it's kind of got a little compacted. So it's good that I'm going to card it because it spinning it from the braid would maybe be a little difficult. But gosh, it is soft. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hey, I have to keep looking a little bit. You guys, I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice doing these. I almost feel like I'm out of practice working on the carder because it's been so long. But that's okay. I'll get back in the swing of it. It's a new year. So how about, what's everybody working on right now? I'm working on that sweater that I was making on the AliExpress, that cardigan. And I've got some ends that I need to weave in. And then I have to decide whether, I think I might steam it. I don't know if I want to set it, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But then I did want to make a tutorial because I had a few folks reach out and want to know how to make one. And it's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot of, you don't have to do a whole lot of measuring or anything like that. And so I'm working on that video. We'll get that done soon. But to be honest, I'm just all over the place still. It's cold and snowy in central New York. And then, well, Margot, thank you. I'm happy to be back, too. Happy. You know, last year, pretty much all year, I started taking care of my mom, and it was from a distance. We were out of state, so I was getting a ton of phone calls, and and I'm not kidding, I was getting phone calls every week, which is okay, but I just didn't want to do any lives or anything like that to where I had to kind of shut my phone off, you know. So but anyhow, I wasn't going to get into it or anything like that, but yeah, that's over now. So let's see here. The granny square. Yeah, you know, I love the granny squares. I was thinking, I need to make one. I need to make something like that. Hi, Claudia. It's from Icy Windy, New Jersey. I've seen that. I've seen that online that folks are having a lot of like the ice and the snow. I am in the Pacific Northwest. I am in Oregon, and I'm about an hour and a half east of Portland towards Mount Hood, which Mount Hood obviously is a big mountain, but it is known for the lodge that's up there, Timberline Lodge, and that lodge is actually, now it's not where the movie was technically filmed. I think all they did was get a shot from it, from the front, but it's from the Shining, the Stephen King. So on the part in The Shining, if any of you guys watch those scary kind of movies, then yeah, when they pan out and they show the shot of the hotel and all that snow, that's Timberline, and that's where I'm at. So, but we have not had any. They've gotten plenty of snow, but we're not getting any at my elevation. I'm down about 15 miles from there, so the elevation goes down quite a bit. We usually get snow in like February and March, which is weird, but let's see. So Claudia, the brother, this electric carter is a massive workhorse. And I do think that it is worth every penny. I have to admit, I did buy it pre-COVID. I believe it was pre-COVID. And so I got it for a few $100s less than what it's on, but I really do like it. And it just depends, Claudia, on how much carding you do, or what the idea is, or what you want to use it for. Now, when I got it, I knew I'd be using it for my business because I had been dyeing wool, and for probably, I don't know, 8 years or so at that point. And it was going to be for business, and I thought, you know, if I'm going to be cranking out these baths, it's like really hard on your shoulder if you're doing a lot of them. And I had also just actually injured my shoulder at that time. So the electric, definitely worth it. All of the Brother Carters are wonderful. And from the hand crank ones to everything. There's a lot of different styles and lots of different carding cloth that you can get. But I am happy to answer any questions that you've got too going on with it, Claudia. Let's see, I'm trying to not get my finger stuck in the carder and catch your guys' comments. It's cold in Oklahoma. I'm working on a shawl, first project from my husband. Oh, Miriam, it's your first project. Congratulations, that's awesome. Jody, you have the brother. You have a problem taking it off, taking the bats off. Do they get stuck on there? Hi, Chris. Yes, it was recorded from the beginning, and it was my mistake. You know what? I went live on my page instead of the Wool and Fiber Arts group. And actually, well, no, we're already into it. I should have just shared it into that. I don't know, you guys. I'm out of practice. Northeast of Kathy, they've gotten 75 inches. Oh, my God. That's crazy. You haven't gotten that much on the farm. Yeah, that's good, because that would be a lot to deal with and take care of animals. Okay, Claudia. I have carded. Normally, I will card, you know, like a 4 to 5 ounce bat. I have, however, gotten as much as definitely 6. I think I got somewhere between 7 and 8 ounces. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, I'm going to have to go on there and do a big apology because you guys, I don't know. I'm just going to keep saying it. I'm struggling to get back into the groove of things. But yeah, so the amount, Claudia, you can do, yeah, I know, I mean, I think 8 ounces is probably a lot. The thing is that it depends on what kind of fiber you're putting on it too. So if you are running like a commercial merino, commercial Corriedale, whatever, anything like that, you're going to be able to pack it down. And I always do this business using the burnishing brush, and then I like to use my other little dog flicker brush to push it down. That needs to be clean. But say if you're using, I don't know if you have your own animals or anything, but if you're using your own wool or a fleece that you purchase and you're putting that kind of fiber through here, it's quite a bit more fluffier, and so it takes more effort. And I don't know if you'd really want to brush and comb it down as much as you want, or as much as you would want to. You know, it's easier just to card up a bunch of bats as opposed to really, you know, trying to get that amount of fiber on there. But again, it all depends, you know, just playing with it. Yeah, 4 to 5 ounces, definitely. I think that's about the perfect size. Now, I've seen people work and do 2 bats at a time. Like they'll do 1 bat on this section, and then they'll do another bat on this section, and then pull them off and fluff them up. I have not done that. I kind of like to just do it like this. These are Wensleydale locks, and these are from a vendor here on Wappa. They're pretty. The fiber gets stuck, taking it off. Yeah, Jody, it sometimes it does with me too, depending on what I've carded. I know people, when they take them off, I've seen them on the videos where they run the little dopper thingy through, and then they take it off this way, and it comes off smooth as butter and doesn't leave anything behind. That, I have not been able to do that. First thing is that doing it from the front is, I feel like it's hard for me because I'm not very tall. And I have my carder up on a rolling cart, and so the cart lets me move it around, and it just makes it easier because I'm always moving and stuff around. I don't know what's going on with me. I always have to shift stuff, but it's nice to be able to pull it out so I can use it and then put it back. But so I pull it off from the back, and I do have to use, when I'm taking it off, I do put my arm like up against the drum itself, and I'm pushing and pulling it this way. So there is some effort. I don't know. I don't think I really have a trick other than that, but I do kind of make sure that I'm putting pressure against the drum a little bit as I'm taking it off. The Louette Junior. Oh, but Louette's, they make such good carders too. Claudia wants a wide carder. That's the other reason too that I wanted this, because I wanted the width on it. This is actually like, so this carder, the drum itself looks like it's about like 17 inches wide. And so twice as wide as like as a regular carder. But I had a friend when I initially got started in the fiber she got me addicted to all this stuff. And she had a double wide electric Duncan drum carder. And Duncans are made here in Oregon. And so she had that, and I tried that, and I thought that was like the most amazing thing ever. So I knew I had been wanting one of those. I probably went a couple years. I had to save all my extra money, all my extra dollars. Yes, Chris, it is from a braid. I went ahead, I pre-pulled it apart, but it's a braid of merino, and it's well, it's not the full braid. It's about 2 ounces here of merino. It's another ounce of some BFL, and I'm adding some silk and some Wensleydale in it. But I was going to actually just card up the braid itself and maybe add some Angelina or something, but I thought maybe that might be too boring. I don't know. We'll see. So then I wanted to add the fancy. So I got silk and Wensleydale locks. Oh, you're welcome, Jody. I can do a little short video or something and show you how I take mine off. And for the most part, it does okay. I don't mind. You guys know me, I'm not a perfectionist, and so I don't necessarily mind if, there's some fiber left on there, on the drum. What I will do is just take that off, and then I put it in another little container, and then when I think I've got, 4 or so ounces, then I will take that and run it through the carder again, and maybe add a little something, but it'll give you like a little, I call it like a mashup bat or something like that. But this is a good way to add locks onto your carder if you want to kind of keep the lock structure, if you sandwich it in between. And then it'll pull it up here, and I'm not going to pat that down too much because I want to keep that structure. So I decided already that I'm going to spin this one. Let's see, Claudia, yours is 7.5. Yeah. What kind do you have, Tony? Yours is what? It's 12 inches. So, okay, what kind of drum? I don't know. What kind of carder do you have? That's a nice size. Is it the other brother, one of the motorized? Because they have the ones which I think Jody has. And for the life of me, I can't think of what it's called, but it was like a remake of a Pat Green kind of sort of, Super Card or something like that. Oh, it's the Louette extra large. Oh, okay, so the extra large would be their wide one is 12. I mean, 12 that's good though. I wanted, I liked on the Louettes, I've never had one, but I liked the, how deep some of the little tines on it. And those tines are so deep that you can actually get quite a bit of wool in there. So I'm going to sandwich some more of these through. This is the BFL that I dyed probably sometime last year. Do you guys like BFL? It's pretty popular at fiber festivals and stuff. This was commercial BFL that I purchased and dyed. It didn't come from any of the... Wampa has a lot of BFL farmers, I think, or they did initially when I got started. The TPI on this, Chris, is 72. So it is Super Carter. Okay, yeah. The teeth is 72, and so it is kind of right in the middle. They do have different carding cloths. So the larger the number, like 72, 90, and I think they actually do 72, 90, and 110. So then it gets finer. The teeth are closer together. So, but if the numbers are lower, like if you go down to from a 72 to, I don't know, it's a 54 or something like that, then they're really spread far apart. But the 72 is what I think is pretty universal. So if you don't know which size you want to use, then that works. Folks will tell you though, if you are doing fine fibers like Angora, then you probably want to have one that has a finer count on it. Now, the other thing though about this one is that you can change the drum out. So if I wanted to buy one, say if I decided I'm going to get a bunch of rabbits and raise Angora rabbits, which I did initially. I used to have German Angoras. But if I was going to do that and I wanted something that I could card the fiber with, then I could buy another drum, with the fine teeth on it, and then I could switch it out. So that's the bonus on these, is that that's possible. Yeah, the BFL. Yeah, I like the BFL. I like that weird, it's not weird, but to me it's different. You can definitely tell a difference between the BFL and the Merino because it has that sheen to it. And I don't know if it's a little crimpies or what, but what I do love are the BFL, the curls, the little curly locks. I'm not a big knitter, so I don't know how the BFL works, but I know that I've heard people talk about the merino pilling, and I've had that experience myself from a sweater that I made. But it was hand spun too. It was like some of my first hand spun yarn that I had ever done, and so it could have been user error on my part. BFL knits up great. Oh, good. So, Claudia, so you do have Germans. Yeah, huh? I know. I'm gonna, I've never caught my fingers in this, so I have been okay. I'm gonna be doing these sessions every other week, and maybe even doing something once a week, depending on how energetic I feel and what I'm getting done. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, you can feel free to message me too. That's okay. Definitely with the things, because I'm a dealer for Brother, so I don't keep the drum cutters here in stock or anything, but I can order it through the company and, you know, get any extra questions or anything like that that you want answered. You can also order directly from the site. It's a really good company. The folks that own it are really good. So you can do that too. But I mean, if it's something that you want, or if it's something that anybody here wants, any of these carders, then yeah, I mean, if you do order it through me, then I'm able to, I get a small commission off of it, which is pretty nice. Because I feel, you know, I'm doing some free promo, right, for the company, so that's nice that they do that. But not necessary, though, either. But it does help support my business. Depends on how it's spun. Yeah, that's probably what it was, Margot, with me, because it was my first, it was some of my first hand-spun yarn. And it was merino. Yeah, it was merino, because I got it from a friend. And then I left it folded like in a basket, and then our cat decided that he liked the sweater and got in there and started like kneading it with his little cat fingers or toes, and so it became his. I sacrificed it and gave it to him. It became his. There's a little bit of veggie matter in this with the locks, and that's okay. I understand that they're sheep and they live outside. So picking that out is not a big deal. But Claudia, yeah, for sure. The other thing, or anyone really, about an electric carder is it, I feel like you can card faster on this. I don't know if that's true or not. It's been a long time since I've done that, use my hand carder, but I guess it also depends on how much you're talking. Yeah, it totally became the cat sweater. Yeah. And I did not have the heart to take it away from him. He was our black cat. I got him a few months after I moved out from my house that I had with my husband when I got divorced. So the kids were little and everything, and we had him for, oh my gosh, I think 20 years. He was a little tiny black cat, and he was spicy. He was something. So he was a really good hunter, kept our neighborhood free of mice. The neighbors appreciated it. They didn't mind if he would go and get in their yard and stuff, because he would take care of business over there too. But yeah, he earned himself a wool sweater, so I let him have it. But yeah, so these electric carders, I call them electric, but they're on there as motorized. They can really whip up a bat pretty quick. So I've got all 4 ounces on there of that. I think it took me 20 something minutes. So here's I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the way the camera is, but there's a plate that runs along the middle of the bat here, and that's where I take it off. And so, like I said, I've seen people when you see the little quick reels and that kind of thing, they'll do this and then they'll pull it from here, from the front, to get it off. It doesn't work very well for me. I have to go on the other side and do it. Well, I've kind of got a situation here. Let me move this. Let me do that, and then we'll finish up. But this is the Docker tool, and so it slides in right here. So I do that. This bat's actually going to have quite a bit of bounce to it. That BFL and the merino, some bounce. So when I go to take this off, I try to make sure I can get as much of the wool up through here. There is a pin over on this side that you have to pull out. And then, I don't know, Jody, if this is going to show up, if you'll be able to see it. But what I do when I go to take it off is I'll remove it a little at a time. And you can see how my hand's up here? Or my arm? I run my arm along that. And it helps get it off pretty smooth. And honestly, this came off pretty, this is smooth. This came off pretty smooth. Let me go back over here, cha-cha-cha-ching, and move this. And then let me show you what we've got. Let me move this up. Sorry if you can hear the dogs. They, excuse me, that's Cyrus. Cyrus decided that he gets attention when he barks. And makes like a weird whiny moany kind. So here is the bat that we've got. It's pretty, so size-wise, it's big. It goes from my head to my knees. I don't know, I'm 5'3", if that tells you how big it is. But, yeah, I just fold them in. And then roll it up. Probably shouldn't have done that right there. And then there's the finished bat. The direction of the teeth. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. I like that. It's like this electric violet, purple. It has that nice soft lavender Wensleydale. But super pretty. So if I wanted to blend it again and have it just a little bit more blended, I can run it through the carder again. I did, one of the last times that I was carding, I did that. I ran it through a few times because I thought, let's just see how blended I could get some Angelina mixed in. Because I still don't know if I'm Team Angelina or Team No Angelina. I'm not sure yet, it depends. But, yeah, thanks. It's pretty. I think so too. So I'm going to start spinning some of these that I make during the demos because I need to gear up and have art yarns available. And this will kind of, I'm kind of weird like that, but it'll make me have to do it. So if I say, okay, I'm going to, every one I card up like this is going to become an art yarn for the festival in September that I do, then I'll stick to that. But I need like accountability for me, because I just kind of fly by whatever I want to do, which I could use some discipline a little bit, I guess, in that sense. So anyways, okay, well, you guys, gosh, it was so fun to talk to you all and catch up with you. I hope I wasn't too off kilter with the demo. I apologize to anybody that had to come over from the group. Apparently, I am still logged on to my page instead of the Wool and Fiber Arts. So I will try that again, but I'll put a little apology in there. So anyhow, okay, you guys, I'm going to let you go. It's lunchtime, so have a great day. Have a great rest of the week, and I will see you all. Oh, thanks, Tony. Thanks, Chris. All right, you guys, see you later. Creative freedom. Yay, I like that. Thanks, Kathy. I'm going to use that word. And it's also being able to work from home in your pajamas that, you know, that don't match. I think I've got some Beetlejuice sweatpants on and a Boston sweatshirt, so it's nice to do it. Anyways, okay, I'll see you guys later. I gotta go.